Welcome back to another episode of Green Life Garden and Home DIY channel. It's your girl Ro, aka Mommy Green Life, and today I am about to can some orange juice. Alright, so these are sweet oranges that me and my daughter picked from a very sweet friend, ex-co-worker. And yeah, so I'm going to take some and juice to store, and I'm also going to dehydrate some and possibly even zest a few. I just love oranges, and this is that time of the year for them. As you can see over there, I have canned bitter orange, Seville orange, and they are very tart. They're not like the sweet oranges that I have right here. So if you haven't already, I should have that video up. Go check it out on how to make Seville or bitter orange marmalade. So the first thing I did is went ahead and got my oranges out of my basket and got them washed, and I am going to continue giving them a good rinse because again, I'm only going to be juicing these, and the ones that I'm going to choose to dehydrate are some of the ones that don't have the darker skin. And yeah, so stick around. Okay, so because I don't have a lot of them, I'm just going to use my juicer here. And I think everybody is familiar with that and how to go about it. So let me go ahead and get them all juiced up. Oh my gosh, this smells so sweet. Fresh off the tree. You can freeze this juice as well, but I don't want to crowd the freezer, and I like to do things that will hold for long storage. The ones that's not so appealing, I went ahead and scooped the pulp out, and I'm going to use them for potpourri, and you could also use them for cleaning and different things of that nature. So I try to use every part of it. Okay, so far I've got my first quart there. I'm keeping measurements so I'll know just how much, which if I put it in the, once I put it in the quart jars, I'm going to know also. And as I fill that up, I'm going to pour it into this vessel right here. Let's see if I can do that. Wow. Yeah. And I'm going to keep going. And I'm sure I'm going to have to get a couple other vessels as well. Sorry for my finger being in the way. Okay, so just want to show you guys where I was at thus far. I have about 3 quarts of juice in here. Okay, and another 3 quarts that need to be squeezed. I did save my pulp for pectin. Of course, that's the juice. I'm saving my seeds. And I'm also saving my peels that I have scraped the pulp out of. That way, I would be able to use them for potpourri, orange extract, cleaning. Yeah, you can add them to vinegar and actually get you a good cleaning solution. So that's where I'm at. I'm going to go ahead and finish juicing and get everything all canned up. I'm sorry, it's not focusing for me. Alright, so I got Baby Green Life in here helping me out. And so what we're doing in order to dry out our peels is we're going to thread them up or put them on a piece of yarn and hang them so that they could dry. And that way I don't have to use the dehydrator and, you know, save on electric. So this is what we got going on. Once she gets done, we're going to hang them. All right.
It's kind of like a DIY craft, guys. We're showing you at the same time.
Yeah, okay. All right. Get my jars ready for canning. Hopefully I'll have at least, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 7 quarts. And you'll notice I have them upside down in my bath canner. And I'm going to let the steam heat up my jars that way. And then I'm going to pull them out and go ahead and get them filled. Okay, so I am done juicing. It looks like I have about 7 quarts. What I'm going to do right now is go ahead and give everything a good stir to get it all mixed up. the pulp or whatever that may have gotten in there while I was juicing. And I'm just going to pour it through this filter one time. I don't mind a little bit of pulp being in there. It just, you know, will make it taste that much more like something fresh whenever you do get to drink, whenever we do go ahead and drink it. So, yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and start getting my mason jars out of the water pot. And they're over there. They were just kind of steaming. And start filling my jars. I also wanted to mention I'm going to be using these lids canning the juice. I've already did a bunch of research on them and I've seen very good reviews. I've used them and I've had no problems with them coming undone or not sealing. So this is what I'm going to be using. I would much rather, if something went wrong, that it would be juice being thrown out than food. So I'm going to be using these lids, and they are Regular Mouth by Golden Harvest. And again, I've used them. They work fine. I've had no problems. Here we go. We're going to go ahead and we're going to put our filter there. And I am going to have to put my camera down to do this. But I'm going to pour my juice in. And if you've been following me any amount of time, you know the drill. We're going to take our little paper napkin here, dip it in this vinegar, and we're going to wipe these tops off, okay? Make sure that these lids stick, that there's no orange juice there, you know, that is creating a buildup or sticky buildup or just whatever the case may be. You also want to check your rims for cracks, okay? Make sure it's not cracked. So let me go ahead and get this, and I'm just going to pour it in right into here. Don't have to use a ladle. So let's see here. I can set it up where you can see. All right, so here we go. So I got it filled within leaving a quarter-inch head space. I've got my vinegar here dipped in, my paper towel dipped in vinegar. Just gonna wipe the top off. This is so awkward, y'all don't know how awkward it could get. I'm using one hand doing some of this stuff. Put my lid on. Okay. Then I'm gonna finger tighten my ring. Alright, so there we go. We're going to put it over in the canner. Okay, so I am finally done filling all of my jars. It took a lot longer than I thought because as I was trying to strain to get the orange seeds out, the strainer was actually trying to remove the pulp as well, so it took a little bit. Notice I have one here in the middle, and I'm not going to try to can that for sterile water. I'm going to let that one go to just make sure that we got everything balanced out in here. I know I'll be needing that glass and to can food, so I don't think I'm going to can water with that by putting on a lid of the ring. So alright, that's just to balance it out. Let me go ahead and get everything finished. Alright, so I got the dryer going in the background. I am so sorry, but here we go. We got it inside. I've got an inch of water above my jars, and I'm going to let them come up to a boil. And once they come up to a boil, for my altitude, I am going to let them go 10 minutes. Alright, you can keep it going full blast boil, or you can go ahead and just kind of reduce your heat to keep it at a boiling rate. So that's up to you. I usually kind of reduce mine a little bit. So 10 minutes on citrus. So we have gotten everything over in the pot. I have some pulp left over here. I told you guys I don't like throwing anything away. I am probably going to make some orange fruit roll-ups out of those. And I'll also probably go ahead and put some in these little popsicle makers and make some popsicles with the rest. I wanted to show you guys my jars. These were vintage. There's a older lady that is always sending stuff by my husband to myself, my daughter, but you probably can't see it too good on there, but this is like a bluish color, really thick right there. It's like a little lip that stands out. It was two of them, one that color, and here's the other one. It says Perfect Mason, and I'm pretty sure it probably was made in the USA, but Perfect Mason, I'm pretty sure it probably was during that time. You know, stuff was not made that well anymore. Not saying that mason jars aren't, but just in general. But anyway, just want to share my jars with you guys. I got a piece of a jar left. Shall I say, I was able to get us almost a quart to put in the refrigerator for us to drink for now, because these oranges are so good, y'all. This juice, I'm telling you, while I was trying to juice them, I was in here eating them. I was like, oh my goodness, that's probably where that other little portion went there. Probably could have had a full jar if I hadn't been in here eating and drinking it. So anyway, we're just waiting on our orange juice to process, and I will be back. Okay, so all we're gonna do now is I'm just gonna pour it on. She tilted my hand. All right, and this is on parchment paper. Let me get it on there and I'll show you what it looks like. Our first one I'll lined. I got a silicone liner. It does have holes in it, so it's just more so there for support. And I've got the parchment paper on top, and we've got our mix there. And I just kind of took the edges, depending on what kind of tray you have, and folded it in so nothing would go off, because that is liquid. All right, and so I'm going to go ahead and finish getting my oranges all zested and chopped, or shall I say sliced, and then I'll be adding the trays as I go along. This tray, I've got a piece of parchment paper there with a little bit of the mix that was left and some peels from my Seville oranges or Seville oranges. They're also known as bitter oranges. They have a really long history, and you should look it up. All right. So our fruit roll-ups are ready. I've got this sheet here. If you have an Excalibur, of course, you wouldn't have the hole in the middle because those are trays you just slide right in. But if you've been watching the video this long, you know that that's not what I have. So I wanted to say that if you leave them in there a little bit too long, just dampen the back and it'll release off of this paper if you don't have the silicone mats for this. And here's one that I've already taken up, and I rolled it up in wax paper. I dried it on parchment paper and I rolled it up in wax paper. All right, and so once you start to unroll it, there's your fruit. All right, so we'll let Baby Green Life do a taste test later.
Yep.
And we'll see how she likes it. Got my orange peels here drying. Actually, they are dry, and I've gotten some orange zest here. And you could take this zest and actually grind it into powder. These are ready. You can hear it snap. Let you hear it. They're way crispy, so you know they're ready. And this I just put on at the last minute because I knew it wasn't going to take much for it. And now all I'm waiting on is the actual oranges under some of the bottom trays. And yeah, once those are dry, I will be removing everything and we'll be good. Alright, so this is it. I am done with my oranges. I don't think I left anything out, or did I? Alright, so we have orange fruit roll-ups. We have dried oranges. We have orange zest, which I'm probably going to grind into orange powder. We have orange peels, and these peels actually came off of a different orange. Today I'm working with the sweet orange. You'll probably see my video about the bitter orange first, but today we're working with the sweet orange. But this did come off the bitter orange because I showed you what I was doing with the sweet orange, which was stringing them up to dry. The sweet orange peels, that is. So yeah, this is it. Juice, I was able to get 6 quarts plus almost a whole quart for us to go ahead and drink and enjoy now. And was able to dehydrate some. Yeah. Make my orange fruit roll-ups. And what I'm going to do next is just go ahead and store these things away in mason jars, which is the orange zest that I'm going to turn into powder will be going in one of these little jars. And of course the popsicles will be going back into the freezer. And I'll be putting the quart jars of juice in storage. And these will most likely go in a jar as well, a mason jar, if not a Mylar bag, just to be put away for later use. So that is it. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making it for you. Every year I'm always giving something, even during the year someone's giving me something, and I like to show my appreciation in whatever way I can. And I'm not a person to just be wasteful and throw away anything in the first place, but I do love just letting people know how much I appreciate the things that they do for me and the things that they give me. I don't bring it home, set it down, and let it rot. I actually get in here and get busy. So thanks so much for watching. And oh, Baby Green Life, did you want to try out our... Oh, she's got her headphones on doing her schoolwork. I think I have a video earlier of her testing out the fruit roll-up, but... Ma'am, you want to try the fruit roll-up?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so she's going to come in. She's going to come and try the fruit roll-up. She has school work going on today. Y'all, these are the best sweet little oranges, I'm telling you. All right, so the little... Oh, you going to try the popsicle too? She's got a little piece of pizza crust in her hand. You can slide on around.
Okay.
She's looking organic today. We've got hair to do, so... don't mind us. She's
Okay,
just being
so
her.
this is
the fruit
roll-ups.
Okay. Is it sweet enough?
Yeah, it's so good, guys. Make sure you try this recipe.
All right, so they won't get it wrong. But yeah, so it's nice and sweet. It's a great replacement for candy. And
no more candy, guys. There's already some homemade in that dehydrated.
yeah, so we've got us some sweet
Then I'm going to
treats.
taste the popsicle, guys.
Yeah, got a popsicle. Now, I did not add any honey or anything to the pulp that I poured over into the freezer, the popsicle molds. I just went ahead and poured them straight in there. And, yeah, so.
It's so good. So now let's taste the popsicle, guys.
May not be able to taste too much of it with that sweet roll-up. So, let's see.
Yummy. No more popsicles from the stove.
All right. All right, y'all. Well, thank y'all so much for watching. We do appreciate your support.
Give us a fat thumbs up.
All right, a fat thumb, skinny thumb, it don't matter. Just give us a thumb. All right, so watch out. We're going to say peace and blessings to you all.
One love, y'all. Mwah.
One love.